you don't ever really pull on the Pro. It's the timing as it curves into your body and your body's instinct to make a curvature that will help this go where you want it to go. And then the rope becomes, again, it's a massless timing device. So the rope relative to the grip gives us insight on how well we're timing our movement and how well we're predicting it. And of course, ultimately the direction and the speed that the Pro goes as well will let us know that, hey, are we really enhancing what we're doing? So instead of kind of turning with it, I see that you're kind of like you're trying to go from your right side and then kind of push to your left side like your golf swing. Even though you're not putting torque on it, everything's kind of sliding this way. So if I was to do that in a golf swing, well, it wouldn't strike where I want it to strike. It wouldn't get out in time. It would get out way too late. So when I'm doing this more naturally, if your body's intelligence is taking over, your upper body actually moves at a different rate as your lower. Your lower learns how to basically clear a path for the movement. And so as I get started and I keep up with this, my lower starts to move in a direction that's different than my upper. And that is not something you consciously have to worry about. The key is to find the most direct way with the Pro. So when I align this back in with my impact reminder here, well, now I have a sense of the direction that it needs to go. And that actually influences even the way that I take it back. I learn how to make my biggest rotated movement, my most balanced movement, in prediction of where that's going to go. And then we come back to the timing of the Pro. Is it in alignment? So as I'm striking that, then I'm starting to really learn how to predict the path of the movement. And so that really changes everything. So the intention of the curvature of the spiral that strikes is really where I want to live, because for me to do that effectively requires that I let my body do what it does naturally in timing. And so when you're always trying to make your golf swing with it, it'll make you stand up a lot. And so it becomes more cumbersome. And you would notice if you were to do that, you just wouldn't strike this as flush. It won't line up and really kind of hit it where it makes a louder noise, where it hits it exactly kind of in line with the cylinder and the pad. So as I use the pad more, I start to really see how this thing unfolds in the timing of a golf swing, and then my body learns how to naturally adjust to that. Then that being said, where you explored in your lesson that was great is that instead of pulling, you started to see it again as more of a reach. And so when we understand that it is reaching, stretching, and touching outwards in a curve, our body instinctively does that for us. It learns to predict what we want.